have some very important things to discuss. Sorry we had a little bit of a time delay because for some reason the camera just showed up in landscape mode, so I was like sideways and stuff, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But yeah, first thing first, before we get into this, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who is tuning in and for us hitting a huge milestone on this YouTube channel of 50,000 viewers. I mean, I initially hit that goal years ago, but we started new with this challenge, and with this channel, we've been putting in a lot of different like workouts and a lot of work over time. So it's just a huge milestone to have 50,000 people rocking with us and joining in our fist bump family and just kicking butt. And so we've had about 1,000 people join within the last week or so. So I'm wearing my special shirt, which says, yes, it is my real name, because that's the number one question I get here on this channel or just in general. People will call me HoyPRO or people will call me Hoy, and they don't understand what the millionaire part is about. Millionaire is my first legal birth name. So my name is Millionaire Hoy. Yes, it is my real name. So today what I want to talk about is one of the most important conversations that we can have throughout the year in our fitness journey. And it's something that I've noticed within the last 16 years of me training myself and 14 years of training other people, is just this cycle that we go on throughout the year, where we start off in the beginning of the year with all this huge energy, new year, new me, New Year's resolutions, and we're just going to absolutely crush it. And in December, we're thinking when we go into the new year, we're going to just absolutely crush our goals. We're going to become this new person that we have in our mind that we want to be, and we're going to stick to our goals and push all the way through. But something happens between January and the beginning of March that really sets a lot of people back and affects them for the next 10 months throughout the year. And what I want to talk about is the March fall off, and how March is really the real make or break month for your goals throughout the year. All right. So while a lot of people focus on January, you're really kicking butt, you're really tuning everything up. Then you get into February, you still kind of pushing a little bit. Then you get into March, and it's like, man, you start noticing the gyms, people start coming out of gyms, people stop, watching videos and workouts and stuff like that. And so what is that, and why is it so common, and how do we overcome it? So first of all, I'm gonna check some of these comments as I log in here. But what I want to do is I want to take this month where we usually fall off and make it the month where it's actually can be your strongest suit. I'm gonna restart this live so many times, I gotta log into here. Hold on one second so that I can see you all's comments. All right, I'm live here. Oh, I see some familiar faces. What's up, TP, Melissa? Yo, Lucy. That's what's up, that's what's up. Yeah, so I honestly just came up with kind of this thing to kind of describe what happens to us and how we fall off and how to really recenter and get back into our goals, like literally 5 minutes ago. And I'm going to explain that to you all as well. But the first thing first is we want to make sure that as we go into March, oh, that is actually distracting, seeing myself on the side there. Yeah, you've known me for like 5-6 years. Yes, Millionaire is my real name. Absolutely. Been following since I was 18, I'm 29. Wow, so 11 years. Thank you so much for all of your support. So yeah, we have this idea when we go into our goals at the beginning of the month that we're going to automatically transform into this super person. And that super person is going to just start in January. And then by the time the end of the year happens, we're going to lose 20 pounds, 50 pounds. We're going to gain muscle. We're going to become this super ultra fit person. And as somebody who's been doing this for 16 years, I'm going to tell you right now, there are ups, there's downs, ebbs and flows. We're not perfect, and it's not ever a linear process. All right. So one thing that I've learned is we're going to have waves throughout the week, waves even throughout the day where you have more energy, maybe at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. And what you want to do is learn how to ride those waves like a true surfer as opposed to crashing out on those waves. And so the month of March is one of those times where those waves happen. We have this huge energy going in January, and then towards March, we have that fall off, and that fall off right there is typically where people fall off for the rest of the year. So you have a good 2 months where you're in. Some people come back a little bit in May, June because they're saying, hey, look, summer body. And then they fall off again around July, August, and then we get into the holidays, and then we go right back into the cycle of, hey, I'm gonna get new year, new me, and then we look back and it's like it's 10 years. I've been saying new me, new year, or new year, new me, and no matter how you jumble it up for the last 10 years, and how do we do that? And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to first of all look at how we approach our mindset when we're dealing with workouts. Try to get out of the mindset of looking at your body as an outfit that you're going to wear for summer. Hey, let's get ready for summer, or for special events. We have a wedding coming up or whatever, and just start looking at your health. Start learning how to practice the habit of sticking to our fitness, or creating a habit in the culture around fitness, as opposed to making ourselves suffer and really forcing ourselves. Kind of what got us through January and typically February. We force ourselves to commit, and it's like punishment. It's like acid, not lactic acid, but a different kind of acid. You just feel in your chest where it's like, I'm going to make myself do this stuff that I know I don't want to wake up. I know I want to do this workout. And you're trying to find some type of balance to where it's like, I know I'm not going to want to do the workout. All right, let's just face it. A lot of people, if you haven't been working out, you're not going to want to pick up the weights. You're not going to do the cardio, whatever. And so you say the only way you're going to approach that is to force yourself to do that. But there is an actual different way to do it. All right, so I came up with this 5 minutes ago. I call it, the acronym is HELP ME. So we're going to look at, I have to write it down because I literally just came up with, so that's what, one HELPME. That's 6 different things. So the H is for habits, expectations, lack of clear goals, perfectionism, motivation, and excuses. And so we're going to look at these different things and figure out how we can kind of change our mindset around how we approach our health and fitness goals. The first thing first is being habits. And so treating health and fitness as if it is a habit that you're trying to develop. All right. So in the same way we're trying to develop our muscles, the most important muscle that we can develop is our memory, our muscle memory. All right. So basically waking up, having a set time that we do it, training the habit of showing up again and again and again. And one way we can do that is by going through another acronym, which is FITT. All right. So that's frequency, intensity, time, and type. So if you're doing more frequent, that means you're going to be how many days per week. Intensity, how intense you're going to be going. Time, how long is the duration of each work. Type, whether it's HIIT, strength, cardio, Pilates, whatever it is. I'm going to add one more, which is E, which is going to be your emotions. All right. So your energy and your emotions level. And some people who get into VO2 max and get into looking at their heart rate and, how to really train based off of the mood and your energy levels. That's another aspect that's a little bit more complicated. But you do want to acknowledge where you are with your energy when you go into your workouts. Like say for instance, today, low energy day for me. So when I went into my exercise, I just practiced. I just practiced creating a new workout. I'm working on a new light dumbbell stepping workout. So I just practiced some different exercise moves. And then later on, I'm going to train some core and stuff like that. And so really breaking it down and really having, allowing myself to acknowledge where I feel in my workout or within my day, and then basing stuff around that. So that kind of goes into the mental health over everything else aspect that I always talk about, just really acknowledging where you are, trying not to force too much, and really trying to make fitness a part of your lifestyle and part of something that's sustainable in what you do. All right. So that's habits. All right. So the number one thing that we're training is our habits. So if you have to start off very light, stick with being light in your practice, and gradually have that progression, what's it called? Progressive overload, or not progressive overload, but that progression over time. All right. After that, we have expectations. So the big thing that really does kill us when we go into from the New Year's is we have these huge expectations. So you say, hey, look, I want to lose 20 pounds in January. All right, I'm going to do everything I have to do. I'm going to, starve myself, which I don't condone. I'm going to, run every day on a treadmill. I'm going to eat nothing but salad. I'm going to, lift super heavy weights. And usually what that happens when we stretch ourselves all out of, proportion is, first of all, we get injured. But also, it takes time for your body to change. It's kind of like when we were kids, or I know me, I want to be tall. My brothers were tall and stuff like that. So you kind of have the thing where you kind of etch your head against the wall to see how tall you got. And I would do crazy things like we had a bunk bed. So I would sleep with my arms at the top of the bunk bed and my feet underneath. And I'm like, this is going to make me stretch, right? So my expectation was I'm going to get taller by doing certain things. But the actuality of it is it takes time for your body to grow and for your body to change. So really having proper expectations, something like, maybe 2 pounds per week is a more appropriate expectation for more people as opposed to I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 1 month. 20 pounds is usually the magic number for that. So really the expectation that we have, or really when we're looking on social media and we're having that comparison thing where we're looking at these super fit people, or some of you all may be looking at me and I'm doing crazy cardio and you're like, man, I'm just not there yet. Of course we have the modifications, but we just being human, we're going to compare ourselves to other people. So just having the expectation of improving over time. Am I getting better? Because I was going in the other direction. Even if you stop, even if you don't, see whatever your bedroom, let's say it's weight loss, even if you didn't gain any weight and you just stayed at zero, you were going in the other direction. So you stop the car and now we can reverse. All right. From there, we're going to L, which is a lack of clear goals. So a lot of us catching the L on this one, pun intended. By not having something that we're measuring, we tend to measure the wrong things. It's one of the things could be us looking at the scale as opposed to, if you were doing body weight circumference, but it's just so many other things that you do want to measure. Measure your mood, improving, measure having better sleep, being in a better mood. One cool measurement is if you are more active in your practice as far as exercising, you tend to get more other stuff done throughout the day, whether it's running for errands, clean up the house, spending time with your kids, having fun, taking people to the park, whatever it is, walking the dog. So you tend to get more done because if you lay around, you kind of stay around that way. All right. So you want to have some clear goals that you're shooting for. And then going back to the previous thing, you want to have some good expectations with that. And then P, it's for perfectionism. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about because it's something that I absolutely struggle with. As you all saw with the beginning of this live, it wasn't perfect. All right. So I started off with another video sideways, but I said, we're going to get this thing upright and running and get it together. And one thing I've learned is as a perfectionist, as a recovering perfectionist myself, perfectionism is really just a fancy way to procrastinate. Because we're trying to get everything perfect before we start. So, trying to make sure, I see this on some of my videos, it would be a 60-minute version of a video and they say, man, I only did 20 minutes, and sometimes we'll rationalize in our brain that if I can't do the full 60, I'll do 0. And somehow doing 0 saves our ego more than just doing the 20 minutes and then not doing the 40. So we kind of play these mind games with ourselves, but really try to avoid perfectionism. Of course, you want to watch your form and you want to have, good things like that. But as far as being perfect, you may miss a workout day. I know it's a taboo, right? You might eat, a snack. You might be buying healthy groceries and you didn't pick up anything throughout the entire store. But when you got right to that checkout line, you saw all those beautiful candies on the side. You might have grabbed one. You might have grabbed 3. All right. We're humans. We're fallible. And personally, and y'all let me know if I'm crazy or not, I think it's a thing within human nature where we kind of have this self-sabotage clause where we kind of sabotage ourselves a little bit. I don't know if it's to make things interesting or if we deep down inside hate ourselves or something. I don't know what it is, but we tend to sabotage a good thing. We just can't have a good thing going on for too long without making it a little bit more complicated. It's kind of the human condition. So again, we want to fight perfectionism, and that's going to help us have a healthier approach to having a sustainable fitness journey. And the last 2 parts are ME, One is motivation. Motivation is often overrated in my opinion, but it does have its place. All right, I think motivation is a good thing to get you started and going, but it's not something that you should really hit your sales to. So, say for instance, if you like, hey, look, before I work out, I have five. Let's make it 3 Instagram accounts of people who really get me hyped when I see them do exercise moves or something like that. You might want to check those out when you're using the bathroom or something. I don't know, and then get right to the workout. All right. So you have that quick motivation. But if you're dependent on motivation to get you through, eventually it won't be there and it's going to let you down. So you really want to focus on going back to H, which is the habit, as opposed to hitching on to motivation. But you do want to be motivated. And one thing that does get you motivated, these all tie to each other, is having clear goals and knowing that every day that you're showing up, you're getting closer and closer to that goal that you set. All right. And then E is for excuses. All right. So I have a different spin on excuses. I think there are reasons why we do things and why we don't. But really, what I mean by excuses is our self talk, how we communicate with ourselves before we exercise, after we exercise, and during. All right. So one example of this is if you've never done this before, and y'all probably gonna curse me out for giving y'all homework. Set a timer on your phone and don't do it right now. All right. But set a timer on your phone for 60 seconds and see how many push-ups you can do in good form. And I'm telling you, in that 60 seconds, you're going to have an internal dialogue with yourself. All right. So for me, I don't do this just to see how many push-up reps I do. And I have a few exercises like this. Another one is pot stirs, where you get a yoga ball, you put your elbows on it, and you hold like a plank position and go in a circle. You do 30 and then 30. I do exercises like this because they train that internal dialogue, and a lot of my intense workouts are for that. You're training your willpower, your tenacity, and the conversation with yourself. Can you tell yourself if you can do another one? Are you telling yourself that you can't do anymore? And can you after you said that? All right. So you're learning to listen to yourself. You're learning to tell yourself better things when you look in the mirror. You know, if you're coming right out of the shower and you're looking at yourself, what is the self-talk looking like? What is the self-talk looking like when you were in the aisle and you grab that candy bar? You're telling yourself, you know, I'm going back to perfectionism. Should I just stop completely and, you know, give up completely on my goals because it wasn't perfect? You know, because I had a snack or because I missed a workout day, you know, it's all or nothing. And like I said, it goes back to ebbs and flows. So one thing that we're doing for March, and I'll just go right back through these again. I just came up with this. Is help me. So it's habits, expectations, lack of clear goals, perfectionism, motivation, and excuses. All right. So you all can go back and watch those. Just to have a more, if you really look into each of those areas, it'll help you have less of this kind of restrictive and this forceful view of health and fitness. And if you notice anyone who's been doing this for long enough and consistently, they're not really forcing anymore. It becomes a part of their life, you know. So it's not them doing fitness, it's what they do as a part of their life. And so it takes it away from this whole punishment that we give ourselves. All right, just to being completely honest with you. So we're doing a lot of things to help you take March from being the month where everybody slows down. It's kind of like Wednesday or Thursday of the week. Monday, everybody wants to work out. Tuesday, people, yeah, we're still in it. Wednesday, falling off a little bit. Thursday, I'm out of here. And then everybody, hey, Monday, I'm going to start again. All right. So March is like that for the year. So I have a lot of different things that we're doing. We have 5 different things that we're doing on HoyPRO this month to keep you locked in. First thing we're doing is we have 25% off sale for March. All right, so I think that saves you like $45 on the annual membership. So if you are a monthly member, you can upgrade to annual. If you're not a HoyPRO member, go ahead and join. We have over 3,000 workouts, over 80 plus programs. We just dropped a new program today. We just did another one in January, and we're doing a lot of different solutions. Some of the things that I'm going to go over for you. So join the community, get the support that you need, take all that confusion and follow our follow along programs. So that's link for that's down below in the description. So for this month, we have an intermediate challenge that we're following along with, which is 28-day Stay Fit. So that is a strength and conditioning, 5 days per week, 30 to 35 minutes. So you know exactly what you're doing. You're going to show up. You're going to work out. There is no jumping in this challenge, and you're going to focus on strength with intermediate or medium-sized weights, which is going to be very helpful. Now, this program is also part of our YouTube membership. So if you're not a YouTube member, you can check that out as well. I'm actually going to be gifting some memberships very, very soon. So you might want to hold off for a second to see if you're a lucky winner of our YouTube membership giveaway, which will be very, very helpful. But there we do have two programs currently. We have our Stay Fit program and we have our Champion 2 program, which is 6 weeks. So both of those are intermediate programs that can help you stick to your goals. You have priority comments. There's so many other perks that you get with the membership. And plus it supports everything that we do so we can continue to bring more workouts to other people and stuff like that. So we also just launched today. All right, because I did last night. But today we just launched our 28-day no jump challenge. All right, so many of you all have been asking for another low impact challenge coming off of our, well, we did this a long time ago. We had our low down and dirty challenge, and then I think we had Mod Squad. So this is our third low impact challenge. And what this is, the beginning of our specialized playlist, where I'm going to be putting playlists together with a lot of people's favorite workouts, whether in the future I'm thinking of doing things like marathon prep playlist or strength training playlist, and you all can let me know in the comments below, or on HoyPRO or in our Discord or Facebook group on what you like to do. But this month we're doing no jumping. All right, so it's 28 days, no jumping at all. The workouts are 30 through 40 minutes per day, mostly 30 minutes. They're all intermediate, some intermediate events. So you can take that pressure off of, man, I'm going to show up, is going to be completely grueling. A lot of knee-friendly options. We have stretches in there as well. So 4 7 days per week, or you can take it as 5 days per week. And you want to check that out. It's down below in the description. We also have HoyPRO LITE, which a lot of people don't know about, but it's a mini version of our website within our website and apps, where you can, it's nothing but intermediate workouts. So I'm mostly known for doing super high intensity, lifting heavy weights, jumping all over the place. But we have over 600 workouts that are intermediate to advanced, and they're categorized by type, by whether they have weights or not. We have quick workout sections, and we have, it's really nice and organized. You can check it out down below to where you can just go and pick. If you don't want to do the follow alongs, if you want to kind of spice things up, you can do that. All right. And then we're going to be doing intermediate workouts all throughout this month. So a lot of low impact workouts going to be dropping in. I'm going to have some shorter workouts. We're going to have, a lot of standing options and stuff like that. So look forward to that. I'm editing up some that I've already shot, and a lot of you all have been enjoying the ones that we have been doing as well. And some of those we will be bringing to YouTube as well. So I'm going to look at some of your comments. Make sure that you all check the link in the description for the things I'm talking about. We're doing 25% off for this month. So check out all these options, because what we really want to do is provide you all with solutions that are going to help you sustain through March. All right. March is one of those things. Like, if you can make it through March, I don't care if you say, hey, look, I'm not, even if I can't work out, I'm going to have a goal of, 7,000 steps per day, or I'm going to get out more now that the weather is up. What you want to do is maintain some type of schedule, and it can be very, very helpful if you set, I like to do like a dual time. So if I don't work out by 6 o'clock a.m., I'm working out by 6 p.m. All right. So kind of having 2 different days. You can do 5 and 5, 7 to 7. You can do 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. But have a setup to where you train your body. Hey, look, this is the time that we've set aside to reinvest in ourselves. All right. Because let's say you're taking 30 minutes per day. That's just a fraction of your day. I think it's like 5% of your day. My math might be off, but y'all can let me know, because I don't have a calendar in front of me. But it might be 4% of your day. It's a small amount of your day, but you're investing in the most valuable part of your day, which is pouring back into yourself, staying young, staying healthy, and keeping on to not only your goals that you set, that you think you want at the beginning of the year, but actually the things that you're going to learn are going to be more valuable than losing 20 pounds or, getting some muscle or looking good for the summer. All right. So I'm going to check some of you all comments. Before I do that, since you all been in here for a certain amount of time, I'm going to do a giveaway for some YouTube memberships. Now, if you haven't checked out a YouTube membership, it comes with a lot of perks. The two programs that I mentioned, which are 28-day or 4-week Stay Fit and our 6-week Champion, it comes with a lot of other workouts. I think we have over, I don't know, don't quote me, probably about 60, 70 workouts that are exclusive in there as well. Custom emojis, you get some cool like badges by your name. So when you comment, they can see the fist bump. And as you have the membership for 1 month, it changes colors and stuff like that as well. So last time I had a problem doing this, I think I fixed it. So I'm just gonna go, and you can click the little money sign down by the chat. And I'm gonna do 5 memberships. Let me cross my finger it worked this time. Let's see. Put my password. If you all have any questions, drop them down. I'm gonna hang out for about another 10 minutes. And then I need to work out. I did some training this morning with coming up with a new workout or some new exercises for it. But I really want to train core today. Monday is the day I train core, and usually when I record as well. So it looked like it's going through. And as you can see here, it says I gifted. Cool. So let's see who won. David Vega, Patrick Diffie, Tomahawk Nolan, Marquez Forrest, and Acidich Moosin. Welcome to our HoyPRO Fist Bump fam on YouTube. And other people, if you all been waiting to join, go ahead and join in now because we want to maintain for March, and you do get access to that Stay Fit program. So the question was, do you have any ideas what your next series would be? I have a slight idea on my next series going into April. I really want to focus on strength. A lot of people have been wanting another strength challenge. I don't know if we're going to do, I think what I'm going to do is use some of the workouts that I have and then add some new workouts to it. I'm thinking like a 40-minute challenge, kind of similar to what we did with Stronger or Start Strong or Stronger and Fit. So something along that. I was thinking of a program kind of like Stay Strong, but I don't know the intensity level that I'm going to do on that. But I do have some idea going in that. And then after that, I'm thinking of going more into like a sculpting program because we're going to be going out of April and then May, and then people are going to be wanting to kick up after getting all that strength together. We're going to add some power with it going into the summer and stuff like that. So we, coming from March, staying committed and maintaining in March, getting that momentum, getting that strength, getting that power, getting that sculpt, and then we're good for the summer. All right. So, and another people, like people who do have that summer goal and you're thinking, hey, look, I want to lose 20 pounds by summer. This is the perfect time to start working on that because you're set up to where the next 90 days, if you are going at that healthy weight of 2 pounds per week, really you can do 1.7 pounds per week and you will be hitting that goal of 20 pounds. So it's a little bit over a nice amount of time and staying consistent. So that's what you really want to focus on there. Thanks a lot, TP. Appreciate you. We said scoping program, how is that different for strength? So, all right, so strength is going to be focusing more on hypertrophy or developing a muscle. And then with the scope, it is going to be more hybrid. So we are going to add in some power, which is going to be some explosive movement, some cardiovascular strength, having control with that strength. So we do want to stabilize, strengthen, and then we want to go into the power. So that's kind of like March, April, May. So, and I have some questions going back, so I'm gonna go back here. What program would you recommend after Best Body 5? I'm 4 days away from finishing the challenge and currently doing 75 hard PS. I love a good challenge. So shout out to you and congratulations on being 4 days out, and shout out to doing 75 hard. I've considered doing 75 hard, kind of like, hey, look, if everybody wants to come together and we do it together, maybe in the warmer months, I don't know. And I have to see if I can legally do that. I don't know if there's like some trademark on even using that name or anything like that. But my sister is doing 75 hard right now. My sister Martina, I'm super duper proud of her. She's becoming like a fitness buff. She's ran her first marathon, less than 6 months ago and stuff like that. And kind of a tangent. The crazy thing is, I have this stigma about me about being crazy in fitness. So I'll learn about people's fitness goals like through other people or seeing them on Instagram, but they never really come out to me because like he's gonna say something crazy and I don't want to do it. But I'm really an approachable guy. I like to think so myself at least. Maybe Tiffany might think differently. I don't know. So she's in the chat, so maybe she can confirm that or not. Or maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am crazy. All right, so after Best Body 5, I honestly recommend doing Best Body 5, going another pass of Best Body 5. So that's kind of this idea of, hey, like I did this program, I'm done with it, and I get it. We have a lot of no repeat stuff and things like that. But with Best Body 5, one of the best ways to get something out of a challenge is to comb through it again. And I'll go all the way back to the origins of when I got started with my fitness. Obviously, I started, just walking on elliptical. But when I get into my DVDs, because I come from the old school era of the Jillian Michaels and the Cathys and Billy Blanks and all that other stuff. And like when Beachbody was on Smash. So I did P90X and I crushed that. Then I did Insanity, and Insanity introduced me to HIIT workouts. And let me tell you, I did Insanity again and again and again and again. And I think it's only like 12 workouts on that. I've done it. I did it so much. I memerized every single word in it. So I'm talking to Tanya. I'm doing all types of stuff in the Insanity workout. So so much so when I first started doing workouts, people were like, you sound like Shanti. I'm like, I can't get this off of me. Like I've seen it so much, right? So hopefully I've gotten that off. I still get every now and then, but now people they compare me to David Goggins for some reason. I think it might be the bald head, but who knows? But yeah, I recommend doing Best Body 5 again. If you haven't done Best Body 4, Best Body 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we also, if you want to go another step into that, you can go into Breakthrough 200. Not 100, because 100 starts off at an intermediate level. 200 starts off after day 100, so it's day 101 through day 200. So that's a full 3+ month challenge, 100 days of intense workouts that are comparable to Best Body 5. So with 75 hard, that's a long challenge of 75 days. You have 100 days of Breakthrough 200, so that might be fitting to what you want to do. Okay, series. My goal, Jody, what's up? My goal is to work out every day this month, which I totally fell off last year. 2024 was a weird fitness year. I'm back. So yeah, that's the thing. We're coming back for the 2025, right? We're not thinking about 2024. We're not even thinking about last week. We're thinking about this week, right? So here's the key to, I think, that goal is, with it being a workout, just you going back to the help me that I had, habits, expectations, lack of clear goals, perfectionism, motivation, excuses. You want to make sure that you're classifying a workout as just movement. All right. So you do want to have something that kind of, they used to say back in the day, like go to college so you have something to fall back on. So if you have like a 15-minute, like if you have a busy day or something like that, have something in, that can keep you on track. So it doesn't have to be a long, super long workout. It doesn't have to be super intense, but you do have those options of no jumping. You have those options of stay fit. You have those options. I highly recommend looking into the HoyPRO LITE and checking out the quicker workout sessions for those days where, hey, look, I just want to stick to this goal, and you have a quick workout solution right there. So that'd be very helpful for you. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we just added a new feature on HoyPRO called Daily Picks. And what it is I'm still going through this. So it's a work in progress. But with 3,000 workouts, I have to go and pick through each workout and figure out which one's going to be should be added to this, which has been fun because I'm finding like a lot of old jewels. No pun intended, because Jules probably in here. But what it is every single day it puts 20 different workouts in front of you from this category. So it's kind of like a hand selected, randomly generated out of my favorite workouts and out of you all's favorite workouts. So every day on HoyPRO, under the daily pick selection, you have 20 different workouts that if you don't know what to do, you can check it out. It'll be updated every single day and it'll serve up some fresh offerings to you. So that's something to check out as well. We got a marathon runner love out here. I'm looking for question marks at the top. Also, as far as having something to fall back on, one thing we didn't talk about all in here is nutrition. So a cool thing to do, and this is kind of the mode of everything I'm talking about, is easing up off yourself a little bit. All right. So, we're really hard on ourselves. Obviously we want everything now, or like JG Wentworth, like it's my body and I want it now. But things take time. And you kind of don't want to beat yourself up, because what we're doing a lot, I say this at the end of every video, is mental health over every single thing else. And I mean that. And I'm actually starting to live that a little bit more. Like if you look at the 28-day no jump challenge, I still have to add 7 thumbnails for the last 7 days, because I was sitting down a lot yesterday editing, and I'm like, this is starting to hurt my back, and I'm starting to get into a grind and like kind of a burnout. I said, I'm gonna back off, and tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and finish and just add the next 7 thumbnails. It's not the end of the world. People see the workouts there. I'll put my pretty face on the thumbnail, and I'll get that done tomorrow. But with all these things, you want to make sure that you have some cushions for yourself. All right. So make sure when it comes to nutrition, you don't have to get a whole new cookbook and learn everything. If you can, just try to learn 2, maybe 3 new dishes, maybe just one new dish that say, hey, like, this is a healthy dish that I can cook in a short amount of time. Instead of going and getting some, some junk food or whatever have you. Oh, snap. Hey, thanks a lot. Uzi, will you? Thanks for all you do. I appreciate the $5. It goes a long way. And thanks so much for going the extra mile and supporting us. So when you go into like, you want to make sure that you have like 1 or 2 quick dishes you go to. One thing that was really cool, and I'm going to brag on my wife, Tiffany, here for a second. She was watching Juice and Toyo, who have awesome workouts on YouTube as well. And they cooked this, she learned this recipe about, it's like salmon snack balls. It's like you roll up salmon into like a ball and you put it in the air fryer and cook it. And she learned about things. She just loved it. So every time she like, oh, let me get a quick snack. She's like, oh, I'll do the salmon balls or whatever. But like adding it's kind of like adding things to your wardrobe. If you can add like a new pair of slacks or a new sports coat, for the guys. For women, it might be a skirt, it might be a pair of shoes, it might be a handbag. Over time, these things add up, and you can go to them if you use them and you take care of them or whatever have you. But just have some staples is what I'm trying to say. So some staple workouts. I don't care if it's a workout, if you do it over and over again 1,000 times, right? I did insanity workouts. There's only 12 of them. I did them over and over again. You don't have to necessarily always follow a program. If you say, hey, look, I'm going to do upper body for like the whole week. If that keeps you going every week, that's every day, that's better than falling off completely. Like Tiffany, again, because I've been studying her like a guinea pig. She likes to do high-low abs workouts, so she's like, I did high-low abs yesterday. I'm like, what do you want to do today? Do it again, because it kind of works everything. And you don't get into that confusion, and which leads to that procrastination and that perfectionism again. So yeah, so hey, thanks a lot, man. Y'all hooking me up, man. So Millionaire might not be my real name, right? All of a sudden it might be my status, messing around with y'all. So thanks a lot to Jody for the $5 and for Luli Had for the $17.99 AED. I don't even know what kind of currency that is, but I absolutely appreciate it. But let's make sure that we have some staples in our workouts. Set times for when you're going to have your practice. Even if you don't have a secondary, you want to set up cushions for yourself, because as we're going through March, the most important thing we're going to do is we're going to maintain. I don't care if that you're doing stepping workouts. If you say, I'm going to go do a 15-minute walk every day, you want to set aside some time and invest in yourself for your health and fitness. So with that being said, check the links for everything that I mentioned down below. We have our membership. We're going to have the Stay Fit here, so you can become a YouTube member. We have a lot of people supporting us there, so join the community, because I do want to do a lot of different things as far as, with community and talking and polls as far as where we take the YouTube channel. So I'll be looking into you guys there for that. Obviously, HoyPRO, we're doing a huge 25% off sale for March. I rarely do sales, but I know March is the time where people want to get committed. So if you're going to tell yourself you're going to be committed throughout the rest of this year, there's nothing like go ahead and invest in yourself for the rest of the year with this 25% off membership, which is going to give you about $46 off of the already discounted annual membership. So that's a huge deal right there. You can have access to all these programs that I'm talking about with Stay Fit, with the new no jumping, with the upcoming strength, power, and sculpt that we're going into for the summer, and with all the cool stuff that I come up with. Because sometimes I'll just be up in the middle of the day and I say, hey, look, I want to shoot this crazy type of workout. I have a great idea and I go right into it. So with that being said, I'm about to go ahead and train core. Let me know down below in the comments what your goal is for March and what your goals are going forward to the future. And what is one thing that you can do to stay committed, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's, finding one new recipe, going to sleep, setting a time to go to bed and to wake up, or anything that's going to help you out with your physical and with your mental health. Thank you all so much for your support, and shout out to Velma for the $20 donated. I appreciate you all so much, and we got some more to come. Thank you all. Peace out.